That's not realization.
We gotta get to one of his house showings.
Big facts.
So we can, like, really
You can
see
hear
what
Shadow in the
happens
background.
Hello, hello,
Yeah, but I say
hello.
yeah, you got to talk.
Just let me know.
It's fine. It's like I guess you can hear the central air in the background. I don't know why, but yeah, you can hear it. Let me take this out of my ear. All right, going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy, Malloy, mateys! Welcome back to Talking in Teacups, the serious show with not so serious people. I'm your host, D Cypher. Joined alongside me is not the host at all anymore. He's like 1% of the host. I'm 99% of the host. He's 1% co-host. 12%, dad.
What are you even saying?
I'm introducing this other
Your
person that's here.
percentages are wrong.
My percentages are actually factual.
And he's talking about Adam.
No, I'm
Because
not
I'm the host.
No, he's like 3% host, 97% just special guest, recurring special guest, Elbow. And then we also have two people in the background. They won't be joining us in the podcast. We have Baby Adam.
Is it hello?
He's just chilling. And Vicky.
Hello.
I don't know if you want like a cool intro name. So just
No,
give
that's
him.
okay.
Alright. Elbow. Oh, also here, joined alongside a special guest for I think the second episode, his second episode, Silver Slasher.
Hi.
I thought his name was Sliver.
Gamer tag.
And then the actual co-host of the show, Ace of Spades.
I thought you were the actual co-host.
No, I'm the host. He's the actual co-host. The actual co-host.
He's just drawing to folks.
I told him Philly slang. Oh, Vicky, you can't hear him. Yeah, you gotta watch the podcast on your phone. Oh, so you can hear it live. It's too funny. I'm laughing too much. I can't. Yeah, it's too funny. Elbow, it's good to be here with you today.
Mm-hmm.
Silver, it's good to be here with you as well.
Thanks for. Oh my god, I can't even speak.
What did you say about your mom?
He said, I just want to say some hate speech.
How do you go into it?
Ace, it's always been a pleasure to be here with you. It's an honor to be here with you, sir.
Okay.
If you didn't know, you can follow the show and more on Twitter and Instagram at Cypher's Pit Gaming. That's with 1G. And if you actually want to support this little endeavor, you can go to patreon.com/Cypher's Pit Gaming. And if you can't afford to support, that's perfectly fine. You can watch here on YouTube for free every Sunday at 7 o'clock on the dot. It's 7 right now on the dot. It's not 7:50 as what it may seem. It's actually 7 o'clock. And then you can watch older episodes on the channel as well. First segment of the show, the longest segment that's going to be here on the show, is a Baker's Dozen. You ready for this? I got 13 news stories for you, yet again. First news story of the day. Oh, by the way, the game we're playing is called Dauntless. It's a free-to-play game. I'm just going to go up against something easy.
Let me get your controller.
Oh, you want to try it?
Yeah. I'm going to let Adam play.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Put him on a pursuit. Yeah, put him up against something. Adam's going to get crushed. First news story today. Harrison Ford says no one else can play Indiana Jones but him. So when they shoot this new Indiana Jones that's coming out next year, Harrison Ford says, look, this is my last Indiana Jones, and I don't want anybody else to play the character. So it was kind of odd because he let Alan Ehrenreich, whatever his name is, play young Han Solo, and then he let that guy in Blade Runner, not play younger him, but he let that guy star in his movie, which is not his movie, but Harrison Ford's like, nah, y'all not gonna do Indy. First of all, I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna die. Y'all gonna try to recast a younger guy, Chris Pratt, and it's funny because he knew that Chris Pratt was gonna take the role, but he thought his name was Pine, so he said, tell Chris Pine he can't have this role. So he did the wrong Chris. There's too many Chris working in Hollywood right now. But yeah, so what do you think about that? Is he being greedy or is he just trying to secure the legacy?
I mean, it's not up to him. He's being a dick.
Yep.
You didn't do private, right? Okay, yeah, I was just making sure. Yeah, so they should all be able to fight with you. You said it's not up to him?
No, it's whoever else makes the movies.
Oh, Steven Spielberg and whoever else.
Yeah, it's up to them.
Which of course they will recast.
And it's not like he's the only person that can play it. Like Robert Downey Jr., I feel like I can't imagine anybody else playing Iron Man, but I could easily imagine somebody else playing Indiana Jones.
Chris Pratt, of course. That's who I thought they would have done. would be Chris Pratt. They were trying to do
Chris Pine would be fine too.
They were trying to do Shia LaBeouf, but you know how that movie turned out.
Was the kid?
Yeah. That was going to be like passing on the torch. Speaking of movies that tried to pass on the torch, do you know Mission Impossible? I think it's 4, Ghost Protocol. They had Jeremy Renner. Was it Jeremy Renner? Yeah, Jeremy Renner in that movie because he was supposed to be like the next.
Isn't that the same thing they did for the Bourne series?
Yeah,
and that didn't work out either.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner could not catch a break. Like, yeah, we want to pass this torch over to you, but Jeremy Renner just doesn't. I don't know if he doesn't have the charisma. I like Jeremy Renner. Did you guys see? You both saw Endgame, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
he looks like
Endgame.
handsome Silco.
Because he had the mohawk, or just because he's white?
He just looks like him.
He just looks
Only
like
if he was handsome and not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're changing his whole face, so you can't look like you're like a handsome version of so and so. Next up, there's a new handheld console getting ready to hit the market next year called Play Date, and it's a handheld. I'm gonna show you a picture of it. It's a handheld with a crank on it.
The hell's the crank for?
The crank is so you can actually play games. So you twist it and you can play certain games with it. That's coming out next year. And the way it's going to release, it's going to come out in 2020. And it'll be 100 games that support it. Like each month they'll release like 10 games. I don't know how you're going to put it on there. I guess it has Wi-Fi on it. But it's really tiny. You only got an A and a B.
It's going to be hard to emulate that.
It's going to be hard to what?
Emulate that.
Yeah. Well, no, not really. You got A. Well, besides the crank feature, which you can just probably use a controller joystick or something. But yeah, that's interesting. All the games look black and white. See, Lawrence is a little bit further away from you, so you can't see all the pictures. But yeah, all the games look like they're in black and white, so they're not going to be super spectacular. I think it's going to release for $150. I believe that's what it said. So it's going to be like a unique, I guess, hipster handheld. Something different. I've never seen a handheld with a crank before. Kind of interested. What do you think?
I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to buy it. Not for $150.
Yeah, no, 152. Yeah, no, you can get a RetroPie and play every classic game that ever came out.
Ace, what about you? Would you play a retro handheld? I mean, it's not even. It's like retro-ish. It's black and white, but it's kind of weird to describe it.
No.
You would have had to seen the pictures.
Nope.
All right. In other news, Sony is exploring. We got some PS5 rumors. Sony is exploring PS5 cross-gen play with PS4 thanks to backwards compatibility, meaning that when The Last of Us 2 releases, also with some games like Days Gone, they'll be able to buy them on the PS4 and still play them on your PS5, or at least you can transfer your save. However, they'll make it work. You might probably have to buy 2 copies of the game. Hopefully not.
Nah, they won't do that.
Yeah. But that's going to be awesome because the PS5 is rumored to be backwards compatible. I'm pretty sure we can say that for a fact.
Hopefully, once you buy a game, you just got it. Like, I own games on PlayStation 4. If that game is eligible for backwards compatibility, I should be able to just download it.
Yeah. That's how it hasn't been so far. On PS1, 2, and 3, it's been like that. Well, 1 didn't really have 1 and 2 didn't have an online store, but with PS3, if you had a 1 and 2 game, depending on the PS3 model, you had like that fat one, the one that had the curved top. If you had a PS1 or 2 game, you could actually put it inside of there. It was fully backwards compatible, but it was really expensive for it to do that because you had to have the PS3 be able to actually emulate a 1 and 2. So it had the reserved processing power for a PS1 and a PS2. That's the reason why when the PS3 got slimmer, they took that feature out. It was just too much for them, which they should have brought back. I would have definitely paid more because right now if you buy a fat PS3, it's old. The hard drive's probably only 60 gigs, so you can't do anything with that. And then you know that it's just going to die soon. So, but that's awesome. So I'm looking forward to the PS5 only because it has backwards compatibility. Because without backwards compatibility, I'm not in a rush, to be perfectly honest. I'm still on my PS4 and have plenty of games to play. Ace on the other hand, Ace probably beat all his games.
Yeah, I got tons of games that I haven't even touched yet.
I still didn't beat Stick of Truth, and I was supposed to let you hold that. I'm still on the first one because I have the second one, and I was like, oh, let me play the first one again, which I played on PS3. But I'm like, I just want to refresh myself.
Dude, I have at least a dozen games on my library that I haven't even opened once.
What would you say? Oh, let me start my timer. We're at 7:50, so 7 minutes in. What would you say is your percentage of games that you have to games that you completed?
Completed?
Completed, yeah.
Gotta be like 15%, maybe 20%.
Jesus. No, not 100% like trophy wise. Just got to the credits.
Just got to the credits. Yeah, gotta be like 15% to 20%. I don't
Mine
play
isn't
that.
that high either. I got a lot of RPGs.
I got a lot of games that like don't
That go
have like
forward.
a story. I just got it because it's like multiplayer or something.
Oh, okay. So I wouldn't count those. Like a sports game, I wouldn't count that either. There you
Better
go.
late
Now
than
he
never,
made it.
bitches.
Oh, and another caller. And the beauty of this game is it's a new game, so it's all these funny glitches in there. Oh, he made it there. We have special guest just joined in. Devin Sly Cooper.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant to
One
say
of
Sly
you
Cooper. I
guys
said
needs to
Devin.
mute the other.
It's really that bad of an echo? I took the.
Oh
Hang
no,
on.
it's bad.
Let me put this back in my ear. I'm gonna listen to it on YouTube
We are
to see how
muted.
bad it is. It might just be bad in the party.
Okay, well,
And that's definitely gonna, yeah. Lauren, say something at the same time as me. I just want to see how bad it is.
Say something at the
Yeah,
same
say something.
time as you.
So far, it sounds great. It's definitely. It's my mic. I'm gonna have to switch to one of those type of mics too. This is good for party, but I don't know for the podcast. It's been kind of weird. But I'm gonna sit as far away from you as possible now.
Adam, we can't quit out this game,
the
okay?
bot is not notifying that the live stream's going on, and I'm getting upset.
Sly, we were just talking about PS5 rumors, so if you have any PS5 rumors to share, we're talking about cross-gen, so you'll be able to play games. Not cross.
I
Not.
don't
go
got
ahead.
time to talk about that.
What you got time for? What you got news for us wise? This is Baker's Dozen. We haven't even entered topic number 1 yet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got you here
Baker's
for.
Dozen.
Technically, the podcast was the last hour, so I got you here for 51 minutes until you say I'm tapping out. Because this is the. Let me let you guys know background real fast. I'm gonna skip ahead real quick. We're gonna dial it back up. I'm gonna skip to sipping tea, my rant segment. And I'm just gonna do my rant early. Here's my rant for this week. I was not prepared to do a podcast because I was just being lazy and had a lot of stuff to do. And I was just like, oh god, my week,
How you being
my work
lazy
week is
and
about to
got
be
a lot of
crazy.
stuff to do?
No, I got like a bunch of appointments I gotta do. People trying to sell their house now, so I gotta do all that and get my paperwork ready. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna chill and just play the games, a new game. Baby Adam can't kill anything. Go towards that dead guy and revive him. And then Lawrence was like, you know what? I understand, man. You're not ready to do the podcast. I'm gonna come anyway. I'm like, what? Yeah, you know, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be unprepared. I'm like, no, this is gonna be bad.
Masca, you've hit over 300 subscribers. My problem, my rant is that you haven't done a face review yet, like you promised.
Have I reached
know what this
500
face looks
subs?
like.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's also true.
You said 300.
Did I say 300?
If we're reviewing your faces,
did.
you already.
I'm gonna gain another 6,000 subs. Yeah, I know. Don't reveal Lawrence's face, because then we'll be negative. Can you be negative
Oh my
subscribers? Like you
God.
owe somebody a subscriber? I owe PewDiePie like 5 subscribers because of Lawrence. All right, next news story.
Lawrence is a nerd that, let me just describe how he looks. He's a nerd that definitely should be white. like if you just took like a white nerd from like a high school, your local high school nerd, right? And just
It's
like,
funny because Vicky
get
can't
him
hear.
in-
Aren't you the white
She's just sitting here
local
like
high
innocent.
school
She can't hear
nerd?
anything that's happening.
No.
You not the white local high school nerd.
No, Sly is like the white local asshole that's really supposed to be in the nerd section, but he like assholed his way out of the nerds, so he's kind of like in that. Wait, I got friend request.
I talk
Anita
shit
Weeder
to
got
all
friend
the other
request.
nerds, so the cool kids are like, hey, you're pretty chill. Yeah. Because I don't respect my peers.
Yeah,
all.
that's what I'm trying to say. He bullied his way out of the nerd section. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And
He
know
also
these-
bought a new bong. And
these-
you know cool kids like weed.
Wait, so if you are a nerd, then you should have bought the weed and sold it to the cool kids. That would be the smart thing to do, because then they would all be cool with you. Until you stop having weed or weed becomes legal, then they're like, yeah, we never really were cool with you. We only just dealt with you. That would be the harsh realization
Yeah,
that
but
you'd have to deal with.
that's a good startup business. I mean, that's why I was selling in school in Rhode Island.
Oh, see, okay, so you already had the right idea. What was I about to say? I forgot now. I'll just go back to
Oh, what the
Not
heck?
important.
Oh, that's cool.
You were
can just plant
ranting
your
about
flag.
you were ranting about not being ready for a podcast. You're never ready for a podcast.
Well, I'd say my ratio is about 70-30. 70% of the time I'm never ready. 30% of the time I'm ready. For this season, season 3. I think we started in 2016, so this is season 3. Next news story. Avengers spinoff show starring Falcon and Winter Soldier is set to feature 2 more major MCU characters. So you're going to have Rumlow and then, what's the girl's name? The blonde-haired girl. Peggy Carter?
Never heard of her.
Is it Sharon Carter then?
Never heard of her.
Okay, you
Jessica
just-
Jones.
What?
Jessica Jones.
No, the one that's
Jessica
the niece.
Jones. They definitely need her in like everything.
It would make sense for her to be in the Captain America show, though.
I always thought you liked dudes.
It's a toss-up. Thursdays is dude days, but you know. So,
yeah.
I think that show's gonna be great. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I like younger in that category, but.
I think 6-episode series. It's a 6-episode mini-series. So basically, they're gonna make a small movie out of it. And the rumors, I don't know if the rumors might get a little spoiler. Do you want me to go into the rumors?
That's fine.
So the rumors are that the show is gonna follow, what's his name? Falcon and Bucky. Falcon's not fully Cap yet. Falcon and Bucky with the Shield-approved new Cap, and then later, like throughout the episodes, he starts
becomes
to
Captain America. But
yeah, like the Shield-approved Captain America, but he's going to be like a throwaway character because it's going to start going psychologically crazy, and I guess Wanda being a bad guy, and then that's when what's his name? Falcon was like, no, give me this damn shield.
Isn't he just a regular dude with kind of like slightly better technology than the normal public?
You talking about Cap or Falcon?
Falcon. Because
Definitely.
Captain, he took that serum.
Yeah.
So he's a super soldier. What does this guy have just besides good technology?
Bucky just has the super suit. Or the wings, not even a suit. But the wings can make him bulletproof, and he can also stab
Not bulletproof, he could just block bullets with them.
Well, that's the same thing. Just the wings are bulletproof. So yeah, and then I don't know what Bucky's gonna be. Bucky's gonna be there just because they're cool, so that's gonna be awesome. Now, next news story about going just back to the PS5 demos. I didn't organize this anyway. PS5 is going to be using a solid state drive, so it's actually going to be, if I remember, 10 times the load times, 10 times faster than PS4. So the load times over here aren't too, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So they demoed that by doing Spider-Man. You play Spider-Man yet, right?
Nah.
You should. I gotta let you hold that. Spider-Man, and there's like load screens in there that usually take 17 seconds.
Yeah.
On the demo, it took like 0.035 seconds just to load, and I was like, I can't even fathom that in my head. So I'm really excited to see what the PS5 is gonna do. What'd you say?
You don't have time to.
Yeah, and they're gonna be using. They're teaming up with Microsoft to use cloud-based gaming, which I don't know how that works because I don't have. I have Xbox. Sorry, I don't play my Xbox. Sly, you good?
Did you?
Adam.
No, I took way too big of a hit.
Oh, Silver, do you have anything to add, or Ace? We kind of blocked y'all out. I want to get y'all time to just say something. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, if they have something to say, I got something to follow up on that.
Probably not. Go ahead, Sly.
PlayStation staff announced that they were kind of outraged. It was reported that managers for PlayStation of like departments had to calm their staff because they were so upset when they found out that Sony was having discussions with Microsoft without even talking to them.
I didn't know they were upset. I remember seeing that they were. I didn't save that as an article because I was like, I don't know if that's worth talking about. But they said they were taken by surprise. Yeah. I don't know if they were upset, but they were. Yeah,
but there was reports of managers having to calm their staff, like over like
that's intense loyalty right there. Job security.
And,
that's why you have to revive yourself.
Not just job security, but
you
everything
gotta press
from
up on the D-pad to revive yourself.
How are you going to talk about the gaming department without the gaming department's permission?
Can we get to these topics? Hold on.
So it was Sony that went over PlayStation's head, because Sony's the main company. PlayStation's like their gaming subdivision. So Sony talked to Microsoft.
Nerd boy over here has to go do his laundry, so let's go. Start this shit.
Let me try.
All right, so the next story. This one's a little bit different. Y'all guys know about the Sprint T-Mobile merger, right?
Did he say Nerd Boy needs to go do his laundry?
Yeah, Sly.
Is that what the cool kids heard and said, "Oh, you're cool"?
Dude,
I don't believe this.
Well, anyway, so in order for Sprint and T-Mobile to merge, Sprint has to sell off Boost Mobile because they can't have too many prepaids under one umbrella, or it'd become basically a monopoly. Because they're two separate companies right now.
What the hell? Yo, get off this joint, bro. Mute yourself.
Yeah, you are kind of like dying on the podcast.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Yo, what the hell?
Lawrence hilariously pointed that one out. Oh, my bad. I can't even think it. Wait, isn't this a baby Nasher? Well, I guess not a baby Nasher, but a regular Nasher? You guys are dying? I didn't know he was that difficult.
It's Adam. Adam keeps walking right up to him and getting slapped.
Oh, okay.
Not damn, I need to use this weapon just like you need to use the hammer.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make Silver the party leader while we're doing podcasts so he can pick better creatures. So yeah, Sprint has to sell out Boost Mobile. The former owner of Boost Mobile, he said he's willing to buy it back if Sprint's gonna sell it to wholesale. Yeah, because he sold Boost Mobile to Sprint. That's how you do it. You make a company, then you sell it off. So he's like, I'll buy it back.
But why would he buy it back? What are they gonna buy?
He's trying to go
for
wholesale
cheaper
deal.
than
He's like, I'll buy it back, but you gotta cut me a deal. So this is all business talk. And I'm like, why would he put that on the news and not just tell them straight up? I guess he's trying to really put it out there like, oh, I ain't going to just buy it back for regular price. Because, you know, Sprint stock is way lower than T-Mobile stock. Sprint stock's probably like 16 a share, and I don't have the app in front of me. You got iPhone? What you got? Android? Okay, yeah. So I know iPhone, it comes, like the stock ad comes on there. But Sprint stock, you can probably Google it. Sprint stock is a little bit, like maybe $20 per share. And I think T-Mobile's is around 60 or so per share. Vicky, our computer tech, is going to look it up real fast and then let us know. So that's a good reason for them to merge, because Sprint needs it. Moving on. We already talked about that. This story was talking about how Microsoft and Sony are using cloud gaming. So we kind of already just touched over that.
Sprint is $8.
Sprint is $8. No, let me see.
$7 and like 60 cents.
That's crazy. The last time I looked, which was a while ago, it was in the teens.
That's because you keep dying.
Yeah, Sprint stock is.
And T-Mobile is $77.
That's so crazy. That's a huge difference.
It's only 10 times.
That's crazy.
Only 10 times.
All right, topic number 1. What is something that, you know, at your previous job, I'm not going to say your current job, and obviously keep it anonymous, which previous job, something that you knew that customers weren't supposed to know?
Why would I tell you?
It's previous jobs. You're not going, yeah. And don't tell us what the job is.
I'm loyal, bro.
He's loyal. Just make up something from a friend then. Like what a friend told you.
I remember my friend told me when he worked at a fast food restaurant that he put the mop in the iced tea bucket and he mopped and then he served people iced tea.
I think I heard that story too.
True story.
Is it though? Is it really? So here's something that happened but wasn't supposed to happen. This is not something that's supposed to be done, but this did happen at a previous job that a guy that I know worked at. He would take the customer's money off of people's reserves, like you can reserve video games at this particular place, and he would, not me, this is a friend I know.
Oh, this particular place?
Yeah, this particular place. Oh, it's a quill shot? I could have swore that was a normal creature. I didn't pick a quill shot, or maybe I did a normal patrol. So he would take people's money off the reserve, put the minimum amount back on that reserve, and then reserve like 3 other things to pad not only his numbers but the store's numbers and make them look amazing. Crazy, right?
That was you.
That wasn't me. That was somebody from a long time ago, back when I knew somebody from a long time ago. Now, here's another one. No, it's not me. Jesus, it's not me. I didn't have to do any of that stuff. I just told him, listen, if I can't get the sale, I can't get the sale. I don't like twisting people's arm. Press square. No, you just got to press square. Another one. This one's about Subway. I mean, damn it. I'm looking at the picture and it's reminding me. I'm just going to snitch. This one's about Subway. I can't remember how it was worded. And this is Sly's story. So
yo, how many stories you about to do, man?
Snitching on Sly, yo. And I'm trying to remember what he said to me. It was something along the lines of, if you want your bread to be fresh, I think you can't get the half slice. Like, don't get the half one, because that's the one that's been sitting there for a while. Because it's like,
not
they take a half.
A lot of the times they cut it right in front of you.
They do. Oh, okay. If they cut it right in front of you, then you should be good. But I think he said, see, Sly just left to take a smoke break. If he was here, he could tell me. It was something along the lines.
It sounded like that. He went to go smoke.
I think he was smoking, but he was also dying at the same time. Yeah. He's just like, coughing out his lungs. Hold on, let me make Silver party leader real fast. Let me see this real quick. Silver, you're in charge. Oh, did it give you the
Any
crown?
instructions for walkthroughs?
Easy ones.
Damn, I need to wound something with this
It
damn ass
didn't,
pipe, so I stop using it.
promote the party leader. Okay, yeah, Silver's party leader. There you go. Yo, he grabbed that thing with the quickness. Yo, give Vicky the mic real fast. See if she got a story.
No, we don't need no more stories.
This
we
is
need to
topic
get
number
into the topics.
That was topic number 1. That wasn't a news story.
Oh, that's topic number 1.
Yeah, that wasn't a news story.
Okay.
Yeah.
About the bread?
Wait, about the bread?
Did you even hear about the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy?
No, what's that?
That they taking slices from everybody's pizza and then they put them all together to make one big pizza.
I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Look it up, bro.
You gotta cut costs. So at McDonald's, this. Oh God, I'm snitching. I'm trying not to say the people's names, but when it's true, see the other one. Well, that was based on true too, but I was able to think before I said it. At a certain company where they serve fries, we were told. A friend of mine was told to like hold the back. So you know how a carton works. You hold the carton like this, with your finger in the back and thumb in the back, pressing it a little bit, and then filling up the medium fry. The small fry didn't matter. The small fry was small, but the medium fry and the large fry, which barely people got, but if you're fat, you got a large fry. So basically, squeeze it a little bit to make it look full, and all the fries can stand up. So one, the appearance's sake, you want them to all be standing up straight. It looks pretty, but also when you squeeze it like that, it makes it look more full than what it actually is. Because when you do that thing on the side, you squeeze it and shake it, they all fall down. You're like, dang man, y'all have filled me. So the person that I knew had to do that a lot during rush hour, which is 3 o'clock, I think 12 to 3, when the inspectors would come.
I ain't going
just to
there.
make it look, yeah. Well, the best time to go also is during rush because you're getting fresh food. Now, I can't speak on all of them, but some of them would just kind of leave from a place. From McDonald's. That's crazy. I used to always get sick eating at Checkers. I'm gonna say Chuck E. Cheese at Checkers, and there was one on 58th and Girard. I think it wasn't even 58th, 48th and Girard. The only one that's there in West Philly.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's right there in Lancaster.
That's just every time I got a burger, it used to always just make me sick.
Would Girard hit Lancaster
yeah, exactly.
right there?
I used to only want to go there for the
48.
fries, but you can't just get fries. You want to get a meal. So I always get sick every time I eat a burger, and I'm like, I hate Checkers now. Even though I like their fries, I love their fries, but every time I eat a burger.
Isn't that when you live right up the street?
Yeah, that's when I was living there.
No
So that's when we would just walk there,
fool.
like, all right, yo, let's go to Checkers real quick. Because McDonald's a little bit too far. This is before I was driving. Press X, pick that up. Press X. Okay, good. Right. Topic number 2. Speaking now we're talking about businesses, what company that's not in existence anymore do you miss the most and why? Or like what company did you not think was going to go out of business?
Which company did I not think was going to go out of existence?
Yeah, for
Sega.
me. Which one?
Sega. They ran their company so well. I don't know how they went out of business.
For me, I think it was Blockbuster. Because I grew up on Blockbuster and I'm like, how? How y'all going out of business?
And Hollywood Video.
Well, Hollywood Video was like the alternative, so I knew them for games. I knew they had games too, and I loved Hollywood Video. So that'd be the one that I loved the most that went away. But Blockbuster, I thought that was the thing. Like, you never get rid of Blockbuster.
You only have one in existence now, right?
Yeah,
There's still one?
I think there's one in existence.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's still one. He's the only one left. I wonder if he owns all the rights.
What state?
I don't remember. Look it up. Look it up. He was on the news about it.
That's crazy. Another one that. Go ahead.
You haven't freaking.
It's in where?
Oregon.
Oregon. That's crazy. Oregon. Okay.
Hey, is that owner like the only owner of Blockbuster? Does he own the whole company?
Oh, it's like a franchise. Oh, you know what? They did a South Park episode about that where Randy owned
Randy
a
buys
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
That was hilarious, though. That one was
like
actually
The Shining.
funny. Yeah.
Okay, so
I would own like a Blockbuster, but it'd be like a Hollywood. I wouldn't even want it to be called Blockbuster because you just get laughed at like how
where
Randy's
does
get
the
laughed at.
company support? They don't have a warehouse anymore. Like there's expenses. You can't just survive on one.
The only thing he could do is like trade in movies at this point, like just like GameStop.
Yeah, he's not gonna get. He can't get.
That'd be the only thing he can do. He's just capitalizing on the name. Well, you can if you buy them straight from like Columbia or whoever distributes them. You just gotta buy them for wholesale price if you can. Like when I was younger, and it's still now, I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to open up a game store and just sell games. And I'm like, the stuff that you don't know behind the scenes. When you buy a new game, you're buying it for like $59.50. So every time you sell that new game for $60, you're only making 50 cents. So that's why they make most of their money off the used. All their money, excuse me, not most, all their money off the used.
And accessories.
Yeah, and even digital, they don't make any money at all. This is for the people that have small businesses. They don't make any money off of digital, but they have to sell it in order to keep people coming. Accessories is where they make a lot of money from. So I started running
like,
that.
how much freaking money do you think freaking Apple wastes, or any company wastes on gold? That's why they freaking all are involved in the recycle the phone programs, because they just melt the gold and separate it.
They still using gold in phones? I guess that's for conductors, right? Is that why they still using gold? Like, why are they still using gold?
Yeah, that's why.
Are you sure they're still using gold?
Yeah.
I remember back in the 90s and early 2000s they were. This is crazy.
Because you go to any, like, you know how you can go to those machines in the mall, they'll give you, like, an estimate of cash value for your phone?
Yeah.
Even if it's completely demolished? That's not to save the ecosystem, that's to recycle gold.
That's too funny. I never knew that. I did remember computer parts used to use gold on the conductors. I can't remember if they still do. I figured it would be, like, cheaper for them to use something
HDMI does
else.
it sometimes, but it's not real, it's not, like, 100%, it just has a little bit in it.
So isn't copper just as conductive as gold? Like, why would they use gold or no?
Gold is actually better than copper.
That's crazy.
I see him right there.
Shoot him. You gotta click the right stick to pull
Who's
your guns
that?
out. Baby Adam. So Baby Adam's here with us as well. Oh, another company that went out of business. I was a little too young to really get the gist of it, but Circuit City, I couldn't really remember it too. I just remember buying cameras from there.
Do they still have Radio Shack?
No, Radio Shack's gone too.
No, they are done.
Radio Shack got bought by, of all things, Sprint. So Sprint kept a few alive. Oh, Toys R Us went out of business, which is crazy.
That sucks.
That's crazy that Toys R Us went out of business. And I don't even understand how this video's on it, I'm sure.
Wait. They just said something recently, didn't they, about freaking
Bringing it back.
they said the CEO announced he wanted to cancel the bankruptcy, and he believes he's come up with a strategy to, like, get the company out of debt, blah blah.
Oh, I remember. I
heard
was
something
watching the
about
video.
that.
I think they had more debt, so every time, like, they took out a loan, so then when that 4 years or 6 years came up, it was like, all right, where's our money? They didn't make enough money. I remember because I sometimes watch those YouTube videos on, like, what happens to certain businesses.
Yeah.
What other businesses went out of business? Silver or Ace? What other businesses went out of businesses since that doesn't make any sense? Telltale, what's that? Oh, yeah, that's crazy too, and I love them.
Wait.
I wanted
there's
Batman Part
freaking
2. Where's my Batman Part 2?
freaking,
Like, come on. I mean, Batman Part 3, excuse me.
now.
Yeah, never.
Honeydew. Honeydew went out of business. I bet you none of you guys know what that is.
Ice cream? Tea?
No. It's a coffee joint. Or it's a
Okay.
coffee franchise, like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
They were,
Recent or a while
they had,
ago,
like,
it went out of business.
This when I was like maybe 13, 14.
Okay, cool. So I
Because
definitely missed
I
it.
lived with one down the corner of my street. They were all over New England. They were, I don't know if they were outside of New England, because you guys probably never heard of Dell's Lemonade either.
Lawrence, you heard of
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll order you guys some. It's some good shit. Anyways, Tim Hortons, are they out of business or
No,
no?
Tim Hortons still exists.
Oh, never mind.
I'm sorry, Silver, what about you? What businesses you know went out?
I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. Just
You got
they,
no
one day they're
favorites?
there, next day they're
Silver
gone.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, basically.
don't.
He just here to play games, I'm sorry.
I'm like the Bethesda company, just hey. Hey. 1 minute's there, next minute's gone. Put an update out, put it back.
Oh,
put all the
Masco,
business in it.
GameStop has too many GameStops.
What you think? I mean, they've been closing some around my way. I think some of them are getting closed down because they're not selling as much.
Okay, well they're opening up in fucking Florida. The mall next door to my work,
Has two in it, doesn't it?
it has 3 of them.
That's ridiculous. They're not getting
When
that
they
much
bought
business to support
the company that okay, so I guess it started off with 2, and then this other one, with the company that freaking, what was it? The company that they just bought. It was like their competition.
J Street.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, they ended up buying it, and they can just made the other store that was in the mall, which was their competition, a
EB
GameStop.
Games.
They're doing too much.
So it added a 3rd one.
They're doing too much. They're doing way too much.
Funko Land.
You want to funnel? Well, I don't know
It's
much
not
about
even a
business.
big
You probably
mall.
want to funnel them, right? Don't you think that makes sense to funnel them, or maybe it gets too crowded, open up another one?
I mean,
Holiday
I've
time
seen
it'll get
malls with
crowded.
2 of them, but
Yeah,
you
King
never
of
really
Prussia
need
Mall has
2
2 of them.
Yeah, you never really need to.
Which is funny. King
The
of
thing is,
Prussia
King of
Mall, they're
Prussia
like
2
right,
buildings.
Yeah. Well, no, King of Prussia is one on the top floor and then one on that bottom level, close to the damn, I can't remember what it's next to, Spencer's or something along those lines. I might also be thinking about Springfield Mall. No,
I
no,
was
yeah.
gonna say Spencer's
I'm
is
confused on
upstairs
the
at King of
yeah.
Prussia.
We say
Sears is in every mall.
Spencer's is upstairs at King of Prussia. They're pretty far. The GameStop's in King of Prussia.
Sears, no, maybe it's not Sears. Back to our topic, Sears or King of Prussia? No, I mean not King of Prussia. Kmart. Kmart is the one that's also going out of business.
Yeah, I was
if it's
about to
not
say,
already
didn't Kmart
gone.
go
If
out?
it's
Kmart
not
has been
special.
going out of business for the
for a
past
long-
30 years.
Yeah, is it 30 years? Oh, poor Kmart. Why is
One of my
Kmart not
first
learning from
memories-
Walmart? Like, why did not learn it from? They both got Mart in the name, and I thought Kmart was gonna survive.
One of my first
don't,
memories.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't
do
do
it.
it.
Do it. Do it.
The
Back
problem was
Do
they
it.
never
Back
adapted.
up. Nope. Listen to
He said they
mom.
never
Back
what?
up.
Never adapted to what? They fraud. They trying
They
to get
never
y'all
adapted
these
to the
quote unquote out of
change
going out of
into,
business sales.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no, listen,
oh
listen.
my god. Every time you go to Kmart, it's going out of business. Yeah, that's why
One of
you
my
said that
first
going out of business.
memories is me going to Kmart, going out of business sale. Me and my mom and my dad. That's how you know it was a long time ago.
So subtopic within this topic, what place do you prefer to go to? We're going to exclude Kmart, Target versus Walmart versus, I don't think there's any other competition as far as big box stores anymore. So just those two, Target and Walmart.
Yeah, they do different things. Like Target is more like they have like high end clothes, and they do like
Not
I
high
don't
end,
know.
but I mean high end to our page.
Higher end. I mean, if you want to go to get a bunch of work clothes,
No, I was
like,
thinking
you can
that
go
too.
to
I was
Target
thinking
get a
that
bunch
too,
of work
yeah.
clothes. You can't go to Walmart and
Yeah.
get a bunch of work clothes.
No,
That shit
I mean,
would
if
be
you,
trash.
yeah, basically, yeah. Definitely would rather go to Target than Walmart for clothes.
What I was gonna, my answer is gonna be
But for general
depends.
goods,
Am I
would
paying for what I'm getting? Because
no, you
economically,
paying, you paying,
Walmart.
you
Yeah,
paying for what
Walmart.
you get, yeah, Walmart.
I have to go to Walmart. I
Ace,
can't
what
afford
about you?
Target.
Hold on. You went too far. I don't even know where they are.
Oh, Papa Flair, apparently he wants to fight. But Ace, where do you prefer to go to? Yeah, follow that. See those things of whatever, Lawrence.
Hold on, Adam.
I'm just
Follow the
concentrating,
facts.
man, concentrating on what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Would you prefer? Where's your go-to shopping place?
Hold on.
Walmart or Target?
Hold on, I'm going over there.
Yeah, if I had to choose one, Walmart.
Walmart, yeah. I think Walmart's gonna win unanimously. Silver, if you're not too busy.
No.
Don't press the touchpad. That'll.
Okay, but the other thing is Walmart has everything. Like,
Doesn't
you can be
Target have
organized
everything as well?
and-
Oh,
No, doesn't
Not
Target?
really. Not
Target
really.
has Pizza
They-
Hut
they-
inside of it. Like it's always a Pizza Hut in Target.
Okay,
There's a
there's
Subway
big
and a
Targets,
Walmart
but there's
around
Yeah,
also
my
little
job.
Targets.
Target.
Like there's
The
super
one out there
Targets,
has
and then
Starbucks.
there's
There
just
used to be
regular
a Pizza Hut
Targets.
in that Target.
There used to be a
They
Pizza
switched
Hut
it.
in my school.
Wait,
White
what
people.
did Silver pick? What'd you say? Walmart?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, Walmart hands down.
Get the whole McDonald's and those things in it compared to a
It's funny because we basically established Target's better, but we still go to Walmart to save money.
I was about to say,
That's
it's
too funny.
cheaper.
Yeah, that's the thing, but we just established that we just like we'll settle for the less quality one just to save a couple bucks. Listen, I'm definitely a penny pincher, and I was watching this video like why are billionaires so cheap? That's because they started off broke, most of them, and then when they got
That's
rich, they
not
just
true.
kept. No, it definitely said most of self-made.
Well, yeah,
billionaires.
most self-made billionaires started off broke.
Well, you can
Not most
you
billionaires.
can inherit it and still try to be self-made. Like Kylie
Most
Jenner, I'm sure she
self-made.
inherited a certain amount of money, but she became a billionaire on her own, sort of, right? I don't know her too well. Anybody help me out here?
Okay, how about like any of the current
Yeah.
leaders of the cartel? They're all self.
I know
They're
she
not
did the
billionaires
show,
either.
but I
They're
don't know. If you,
100,000
I don't know if you count the show as being helped.
No.
Like Kylie Jenner did the show, and then she did the makeup.
$1.8 billion industry, or $12 billion industry. I don't remember
Yeah, that's spread among every cartel in Mexico.
Yeah, there's no way to really track their income though. I don't even know how they. Well, I guess they can make estimates, but you can't track the cartel's income.
Didn't die.
No, I don't think the IRS has the cartel on file.
Yo, the IRS would love to get the cartel to pay some taxes. They'd let them do crime just to get the tax money. Like, you a third of this? Like, yeah, let me get a third of that. A third of 1 point whatever billion dollars you just said? Now, we talking about cartels in Mexico, or
Are
y'all talking
you,
about
like,
cartels?
pausing 'cause
Are
you
there
want me to
cartels
answer
in
that?
the country? Yeah, I
In
was
this
pausing.
country?
Well, I was pausing for Vicky. Vicky's our technician, because Sly, you keep going in and out. So I did want to know what 30% was. I'm just guessing in my head, but I know I'm way off. I'm like doing 250 million, but I'm probably off. It's like 300 million
300 million what?
dollars.
And what?
Euros.
Oh, so 1 point. He said 1 point. I didn't hear the point. What? 1 point something billion. So I got to know what it is.
I think it's like
Was it
I don't
1.4
remember. It was
billion?
either like 1.8.
Oh,
it was
1.8
either
billion.
1.8
God damn.
billion. No, listen.
too much. That's
I
too
don't
much
remember
money.
what the video said.
Oh,
It was
okay.
it was one of them. But I'm pretty sure it was in the billions. It may have even been 18 or 12 or something
How
like
the
that. I
hell
don't
is your
remember.
wound?
That's areas of
12
influence
billion.
for how much
I
money
think
they have.
Samsung or like Apple's worth around that amount of billions. Just their stock and everything that they do.
Apple's worth $1 trillion.
Apple's not worth a freaking trillion. Is Apple worth a
Yeah,
trillion, Lawrence?
yeah.
That's a
They-
lot. That's a
trillion?
lot. That's what I'm saying. A trillion, dude.
There's only like
Their stock
3.2
and they do
billion
computers
dollars
and they
in the
do a lot of
world.
stuff.
I'm pretty sure they just had this like thing
How am I
all over the
supposed to
fucking.
wound
What's
Let me look that up.
Let's see.
so,
But
Oh no, maybe it is billion.
I can't figure out how the wound on with the freaking hike. The hell you guys leave?
No,
No.
it's
Silver
the cartel in general.
You said what? We say, Lawrence?
How much are Mexican brutal drug cartels worth?
Oh, how much are they worth?
I'll tell you.
Okay. Well, moving right.
13 billion.
That's way too much money. That's a lot. That's like 1
How
billion.
much is it? What? How much
13
is it?
billion.
13 billion.
That's too much, man.
That's
a
spread
third of
between
that.
all the
So
cartels.
a third
though.
of that is I don't even want to do the math. Too much. That's spread between all of them. So not just
Yeah.
the ones in Mexico or like all of them.
About 3.
Well, it's mostly South American and Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
If
we
the
go
cartel
in?
can get that, that's
No.
3.5 billion.
Jeez.
Are we
That's why they have
going
those
in
big old fields, man. Their land, like their casas. I think it's called casas. They're crazy. Why you laughing at my? I did a slow pronunciation. When you don't know something, you always do that slow pronunciation, like casa, like you can't whisper.
Oh no! I'm sorry. All right. So Apple is worth 1 trillion. They don't make 1 trillion, obviously.
Well, yeah, we was just talking about net worth. Yeah, so they are worth 1 trillion.
So
Yeah, that's
their
crazy.
net worth is 1 trillion. Which
That's
because there's only
crazy.
there's only like 3 or 4 trillion dollars in the whole
Bro,
world.
the fact that we're talking about tea is crazy.
Checking information over here.
Oh, sorry. Topic number 3.
No, I think Ace needs help. Wait, what's up, Ace?
Oh, sorry. Wait, what's
We
up?
only do
Asking
4.
Sliver.
Oh no, Sliver got disconnected. He's coming back.
Oh, right.
I think he's in a queue or something.
I need to figure out
Yeah.
how to wound people.
Oh, wound him with this.
Like,
Oh, I don't know about the pike, but with the chain blades, you can wound them easily. With the pike, I'm sure it's squares. Yeah, because I be wounded all the time. I can't remember what the combo. It's the square, triangle combo. I don't remember how many squares it is. Or I think it's square, and then hold square at the end where he does that jab a bunch of times.
God.
But, alright, so let me introduce the next topic. Topic number 3. With.
Wait. Can we just real fast? CNN just released an article about a 65-year-old man who was killed by a shark the other day swimming off of Maui.
He's a white guy.
I'll get back to you. Continue with the next topic.
Wait, but what did you want the reaction to be? Was it like controversial?
I don't
Is it
know.
a serious topic? Oh, I don't know. That just felt like, pretty
It's
generic.
gonna be like it's a segment. We got the question in, right?
Oh,
We're
we
gonna
did
sit
skip
on
the
it,
rant
let
segment.
suspense
Lawrence, you
build
did your
up.
rant, right? Basically.
Nah.
I did skip the rant. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at the script now. This is an unscripted
Okay, I
episode.
assume he's white because somebody tried to perform CPR on him.
I think
wow.
he's white because he was swimming with sharks.
I mean, that too.
Technically, sharks won't attack you, just so you know. Damn,
What
I actually
the
killed a
hell?
lot of time.
They really
Remember, I
don't.
started that timer at
They
53
don't.
minutes, so
They
well,
don't.
technically an
Unless you
hour
don't
because it was
something that
7:50 and then it was 7:53 by the time I did it. So yeah, I killed a lot of time, and we still have 2 topics left. So, haha, we did an unscripted episode.
Lauren, sharks don't attack you. You
Yeah,
have to
sharks don't
bother
attack
them
you
for
only if
them
they
to
smell
attack.
blood. I believe that's when they start attacking you.
Yeah, it makes them go. It makes them have like an angry rage, a hunt type thing, like a fucking video game. But
I think it's called a
besides that,
frenzy or something like that. Feeding frenzy. I'm not
Yeah.
feeding frenzy,
Yeah,
but something along
that.
those lines.
Anyways, so yeah, they sold that from Arcs. Anyways, the point is that there's no like fucking
Oh,
record
my
of them
gosh.
fucking killing,
I saw Jaws.
like attacking just naturally.
I got the blue screen mask.
You You crashed, Ace?
Given you don't want to go swimming with them
In
still.
Jaws?
Because
No, it
what
wasn't.
they could do.
Deep Blue Sea.
We doing
Aren't
what?
sharks
Best
like
shark
super
movie?
defensive?
Deep
So
Blue
if you
Sea's probably
hit
the
one or
best
something
shark
like that, they'll really fuck with
I haven't seen Megalodon yet.
I watched it, and it was like just generic by the books.
Gotta go pee.
Okay.
And it was
thank you,
PG-13,
thank
so you didn't get a lot of, it's upstairs or downstairs, whichever one you want to use. No, the dog's in the backyard. Yeah, I put him in the backyard. Damn, what was the next thing? Oh, sorry, topic number 3. So with Disney's Aladdin just being released, damn, what was I about to say? Oh, is Disney doing too much with all these live-action remakes? Because there's 3 come out this year. Is Dumbo?
So it's because of the popularity of the
Yeah,
Jungle
that's
Book.
been out.
Jungle Book?
It's because Jungle Book was so popular.
Aladdin is the one that just came out.
No, I'm trying to remember how many
I
are
have
coming
mixed
out in
feelings
1 year,
about
though. How many are
Aladdin.
coming out in 1 year? You have Dumbo came out this year, Aladdin, and Lion King, or is there more? Is it just those 3?
Aladdin, Lion King, Mulan is coming out. I don't know when.
I don't think that's this year. But it's crazy that they're doing 3 in 1 year. Usually just 2.
Sonic.
That's not Disney.
Sonic? That's
No,
not
yeah,
Disney.
that's
it is.
Sega.
No.
Sega.
Oh.
That's
Maybe,
a live
or
action.
Nickelodeon
It's
or
a live
something.
action.
But is Disney doing too much at one time is all I
Okay,
want to
but the
know.
Lion
It's
King
saturating the
is
market.
No,
CGI.
Disney.
It's not
Disney
live
owns
action.
everything.
That is live action though, because
It's
it's still
CGI.
but it's
Oh
still
yeah, no,
in,
that counts. That counts.
But what
Slide.
I'm
That
saying is
counts.
it's still in like natural environments
Yeah,
with CGI
yeah,
animals.
it is CGI, but because the genie is CGI, so you know what we mean.
No, I'm not talking about Aladdin. I
Like
don't
the-
care
you're talking about-
that.
Like
talking
the
about
Jungle
Lion
Book.
King.
The Jungle Book had what,
The
one
Jungle Book-
person and a bunch of CGI animals.
Yeah.
So
gotta,
what's the argument here? It's definitely still a live action movie.
Go to that little Paul thing, because you got disconnected from everybody, so you gotta
No,
join the hunt
it's
yourself.
not.
Go there and just
I'm
pick
too
a
high to
creature to
explain
fight.
it though.
I mean, we only got one topic left anyway.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just gonna
Yeah,
parkour.
fine.
I think they're releasing so many at one time, so when the Disney, is it called Disney Plus? What's their streaming service called?
I don't know. I don't
So
have
when
it.
Disney Plus comes out, they'll already have movies ready. Like, you know how Netflix has movies that come out of movie theater and you gotta wait a little bit?
They'll probably have like all the freaking Disney movies in like one convenient place.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like fucking Netflix for Disney.
Yep,
then
and they're
anything
gonna
else
take
that's
back
made
all
by
the
Disney.
Star Wars movies and everything, so you can't even watch them on Netflix.
I mean,
probably.
I can.
Huh?
Yeah, Netflix is
download
taking
that
shit
shit.
off
Oh, yeah,
their
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
shit all the time.
That's because Netflix has to
Start
renew like contracts and
I
stuff, so
start
they
trapping
can't
out
keep
the
it.
bandwidth.
Yeah, Netflix keeps on giving shit to Hulu. Like Hulu's becoming more of a TV thing.
I don't know if
Or
they're
Yeah,
giving it
Hulu's-
to them. I think Hulu's just outbidding them. I don't know if they're giving it to them.
That's
think
what I
Hulu's-
mean.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah, Hulu
Hulu.
is really focusing on their TV though, whereas Netflix is more trying to go towards original series and movies.
Yeah, original and freaking.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot more. I mean, I watch Netflix just to watch The Flash, but I have been watching a lot of Hulu.
Yeah,
I've
but
been
the
watching
Netflix,
King
you
of the
have to
Hill.
think a lot of their.
It's a little
lot of
dry.
their
King
I
of the
freaking-
Hill.
love King of the Hill.
It's a little dry for me, King of
I
the
thought
Hill.
I didn't like it until I watched it, honestly. Because if you just catch it on TV, it's like,
Bobby,
I saw propane and propane accessories.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matthew,
Yeah.
how is Netflix making so much money on their original series if you can't buy the movies, can you?
No, but remember
Like,
they
on
raised
what
their
disc?
prices $2. So think
Yeah,
of it. If
so
they got
think
like
about
20
they
million,
get
they
in a
probably got more than
constant
20 million
stream.
subscribers.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
but
saying. So
nobody-
usually a business like you have to wait till you get money for you to do something. They're getting a constant stream of money every month.
Oh
They're
yeah,
getting a
yeah,
constant
yeah,
stream of money. They're
How
just
many
paying-
subscribers? I don't think they released that number. How many subscribers they have, right? They don't release that.
I don't think
Wait a
so.
So
minute,
let's say
No.
they have
Netflix
50
doesn't have
subscribers,
ads.
50,000, some 50 million. I meant to say.
Netflix doesn't have
They
ads,
don't
but
need
you're
the ads
paying.
because
But
they're
you're
making
paying
so
for it.
much money. Yeah,
Nobody
they raised,
can
how
like
much is Netflix
Hulu.
per month?
Anybody can
12
watch Hulu
now. Like,
but you can only watch with no ads if you buy it.
That's crazy. And imagine. Oh, okay.
15 a month.
15 a month is
I
crazy.
know they got what?
By like
what would
50
you say they
million.
got?
Like they probably got more than 50
They
million.
probably got.
views.
But subscribers though, they probably got easily
Did you
10
see
million
the freaking
subscribers.
comedy special that freaking Seth Rogen hosted for them?
For Netflix? No, I gotta
No.
check it out.
Oh, you guys gotta see it because they actually do an interview. The camera crew like does interviews of weird situations.
That's
They
crazy.
interview some of the freaking like
Times
high-
$15
high
a
people
piece
in-
How
each
much is
month
it?
in a year. That's I don't even want to do the math. That's crazy.
That's $1 billion a year.
Okay, so they have the money to greenlight whatever
No,
show.
that's like $1 billion a month.
No, B. Let me check this real
Yeah.
quick.
Hold on,
Yeah, now
hold on.
man.
I'm doing a calculator.
Alright, yeah. Come on, $1 billion a year versus $1 billion a month.
Times 14 a month.
I mean, you gotta imagine they're gonna spend that money, so it's money
$200
coming.
million
Dude,
a
the
month.
executives
$200 million a
themselves
month?
were there,
Yes.
They were saying how much money
That's
they
crazy.
give
5
us.
months is already $1 billion, but they gotta. Do they? Yeah, they do some commercials.
That
They
can't
did
be right.
Bright.
I had to put this button wrong, right?
They don't do commercials.
No, for Bright though, and I'm sure like whatever movie. So the Spike Lee thing had a
150
commercial.
million
There's a Spike Lee
times 14
movie coming
a
out.
month.
See you
no,
tomorrow.
it is $2 billion a month. I put it in wrong.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's
But
what I
that's
said
why
I
they
had
can
to.
pay these directors.
They're making how much?
Oh, remember they
$2
paid.
billion
Remember it was a
a month.
controversy. Dave Chappelle had got paid like maybe 50 million, and then Monique wanted the same amount, but they was
He
trying
was
to give
like,
Monique
yeah,
like
they're
1
like-
million.
they're like, nobody wanna watch this.
But they had the money. She's like, yo, y'all got the money. But like, Monique, how many people gonna watch this though?
Nazca.
Yeah.
You know those guys that like kind of predict the way that companies are gonna go in the next 5 or 6
Analysts?
years, whatever. What's that called? Yeah, whatever. So there's another word for it, but there was an analyst that was all over the fucking internet a couple years ago talking
Not
about how
gonna
Netflix
say nothing
was
how you
gonna
say it,
take
analyst,
over-
but okay.
Whatever. The point is, he was claiming that Netflix, within the next 4 years, they were gonna take over everything. They were gonna fucking demolish YouTube. They were gonna take over, demolish Spotify and Pandora. They were gonna become the ultimate and only streaming service type thing for like every content there is, right?
I don't think Netflix is gonna do.
That's what he was claiming.
Netflix.
This was like a
okay.
while back now, but
Yeah.
it was like in 4 years, blah blah blah. I can only imagine if the people that bought into that, how much
Okay.
they're making now, if they're making that much money.
Yeah, I wish. Like when we was kids, me and Lawrence and Vicky, we all went. I don't remember if she was in my class, but we have this class called financial literacy, and we like did fake stocks. I remember me and Lawrence. I don't remember if Vicky was in that class, but me and Lawrence, we fake invested in. I think it was. I don't remember if it was Lawrence. You was in my group or no?
Well, probably.
Yeah, I fake invested in McDonald's, and I don't know. Netflix probably wasn't a thing back then. It was McDonald's and Apple, and it was a third thing. Mr. Wood made us do 3.
Mr. What?
Yeah, remember Mr. Wood? He made us invest in 3 things. I can't remember what the third thing was. Maybe it was a penny stock. And Apple just over that course of whatever time period he gave us, maybe it was a month, maybe it was a week, we had made some money. Not much off the McDonald's, but it was steady. The Apple one was crazy. But yeah, Apple definitely is gonna be crazy. Netflix, if it existed back then, if you would have just thought, I think Netflix only did DVDs back then. So if you'd have just got a Netflix stock and saying, this DVD thing is interesting, and then now they're a streaming giant that they are.
I wonder if Netflix even considered buying Blockbuster, if that's what happened. Or
I believe they did, right? Didn't Netflix consider buying Blockbuster? And Blockbuster was like, no, we better than y'all. Because Blockbuster was big at the time, and Netflix was this little DVD rental thing.
That's Netflix stock.
Oh,
What the
that's
hell?
just fucking
Is that higher than
tough.
Apple? Because I thought Apple was 200. So Netflix stock is $300, almost $50. Yeah, invest in Netflix if you can.
No, don't do that. You
No,
about to
don't
waste
invest
all
in
your
Netflix.
credit. No, you about to waste your credit.
What was Apple stock? What? I thought it was 200 too, yeah. So Netflix is,
Amazon.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Amazon's crazy too.
Is
We
it?
obviously invest in Amazon because they don't do just movie streaming and TV streaming. They
And how
do
much was
also
Apple?
what, big box or retail. Damn, I had topic number 4 in my head and I already forgot. I got to open this back up to remind me. We had 10 minutes left and I'm trying to grind out this last topic. I guess
Yeah,
when you
we're
go
talking about the
when you
four
go
main
unscripted,
companies
it's so
in the world.
much better. Oh yeah, E3. That's what it was. So topic number 4 to end the show. E3's coming up next month. What's the one thing you want to see announced or revealed? Or
PS5.
Left
talked
4
about?
Dead 3.
That's a good one.
PS5.
I know it's not gonna happen, but GTA. I know it's not gonna happen though.
They had no reason for them to
Yeah, no reason at all.
I want them to
But I just
announce
wanna know more details.
PS5.
PS5. Again, I'm still got PS4 games I haven't beat yet, so I'm gonna slow down on
Yeah,
that
but
one.
they said that a majority of the PS4 games will be playable on PS5, especially ones with your digital license. They said that was gonna be the fucking like one of the features of
Bruh.
it.
Bushido Blade 3.
They've been talking
Left 4
a
Dead 3.
lot about PS5 recently.
Am I crazy for wanting PS5 to also have a handheld like the Vita? I mean, not the Switch, because I really want that.
No.
To take that.
Don't
go.
do it. Don't do it.
I know it's copying.
No.
It is super copying.
Maybe
But
an
I'd love that. To
accessory,
take it
but
to work,
yeah,
yo.
no.
To just take it to work and
Let
sneak and play my
Nintendo do
PlayStation.
their thing. Let them be
Yeah, I
happy
was
in
about
the
to say,
little.
yeah.
I
let
know,
them do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just.
Because then
they're not
that'd
gonna
be
ever
boxing
bypass-
Nintendo out, and that wouldn't be fair, you know. Actually, you know what? I need them to be
Yeah.
completely cross-play, like just 100%, like how this game Dauntless is. I need them to just be all on board, every game. Announce that, because that'll make my Minecraft life a lot easier. Where everybody can play together.
I don't
for
know.
PS5.
I personally think it's weird that the companies didn't consult their fucking employees before they were negotiating on terms in their department. I think there's some fuckery going on in the company, but I think it might benefit us.
Like, I want to jump.
Sly, what do you can't jump
Yeah,
over
let me
the ones that got spikes on them. Sly, I'm sorry, not Sly, my fault. Ace, what's something that you want to be announced, or I guess revealed, or more details on at E3?
There's another Kingdom Hearts.
Damn, another one? Well, you did beat the other one, but damn, another one? How many years do you think it'll take for it to finally come out, though?
At least something, or DLC or something.
Okay, yeah, DLC.
I was never.
Isn't that made by Square Enix? I'm
into
surprised they didn't do
Kingdom
a lot of DLC, because Final Fantasy 15 had so much DLC to the point where they fired the guy, or he left the company, and he had more DLC he wanted to put out. And that's how you support a game right there. That's why I love
Hearts. You
RPGs, but I
support a
can't
game
never.
by putting out a finished game.
No, it wasn't that it wasn't finished. It's just he loved that game so much.
I like his idea better.
He just
It's
had
like-
more
it's like, why
ideas
do-
for the game.
why
He just
you can't-
and why you didn't pick up that knife for me? I needed that. That little knife with the
Why
red
can't TV
barrel. Go
series
back
just
to the
be
right.
8-hour-long
It's on the
movies?
ground. Is it the knife that was stuck into the wall? Yeah, right there. That red. Yo, turn around.
Mascot.
Go on the floor. Yeah, go. I'm listening, Sly.
Why
Behind
can't
you.
TV series be like 8-hour-long movies?
8-hour-long movies. Yeah, down.
Okay,
put down.
listen. You make an 8-hour-long movie, okay? And
Turn
you
around.
try
It's
and
behind
sell
you.
it. Nobody's gonna buy
Like,
it because
completely
nobody
behind
wants
you.
to sit there and watch an 8-hour movie. But now if you cut each section,
Oh, you got all of them. I don't know
cut
what
it
that
into 8
means.
hours and then post it onto a freaking like place like Netflix, people will sit there and binge watch all 8 episodes in a row.
They do that with miniseries like True Detective and stuff like that.
What
I
I'm
can't think of
saying
any
is
other
it's the
ones.
same thing. You're still watching an 8-hour-long movie.
Yeah.
Or you're just doing it over the course of 8 hours in your bedroom.
Could you watch? I mean, I guess you could on your day off, but could you watch Avengers? What is it? Infinity War and Endgame all in one sitting?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. It's 5 hours.
yes,
5 and a
I
half,
could.
I believe.
Dude, I watch.
If I am
Sometimes
so
I watch.
dedicated to do that.
Sometimes I watch a whole 24 episode series anime. Like if I'm not
I'm
doing
gonna die.
anything. That's like an 8 hours.
You heard him? Lawrence, you heard him?
What you say?
He said you mean hentai.
What I'm gonna do for 8 hours watching hentai? This story's not that good.
Why are you watching 8 hours long videos, bro?
Well, it's
Damn,
a 24
an entire
episode series.
miniseries
I
of
want a
freaking
series
hentai
the
is
whole.
like
I want to
5
finish the whole
minutes.
series.
Okay.
So
My
real
brother
quick
does that too.
before we get back off topic, just reel it in real quick. What series? I'm Silver. What's something at E3 that you want to be revealed or more details on?
Really, no idea. I haven't been looking into what's being released this year, so.
No, it don't have to be something that you know about, but like what's something that you like your dream thing that you want to come out? Like Tekken Cross Street Fighter, which never came out, but that's cool.
Ooh, what if
crap, what would it
PlayStation
be?
announced the crossplay for Minecraft?
That would be awesome.
Didn't you already say that?
Like,
Yeah.
no,
But I said for PS5, it's the same thing.
No. I was saying crossplay.
You said
for
that'll make your
crossplay.
whole life, Minecraft life easier.
Yeah, basically. I'm
When
pretty
did I say
sure
that?
PS5. No, I said it. He's saying that I said it. Cypher said it.
Oh, I'm like, I didn't say that.
Yeah, lucky I haven't been. I've been playing RetroPie. I haven't been getting on Minecraft, so I haven't been exposing Sly on Minecraft lately.
Did you not hear about what happened to the Minecraft
Did you
world?
not hear?
What happened?
Oh, we both said did you not hear? So let Sly do it. Sly will tell the story way better.
Okay. So DB and Mascot thought it'd be a good idea to copy written books in a sugar
Mostly
box.
all DB. Mostly all DB. Just make
Uh-huh,
sure
okay.
you say that.
So Sly was trying to do some productive shit on the map, right? And I'm over here doing
Ever. Does he
concentrating. Anyways, so I didn't catch it. I should have caught it, and I beat myself up for it. But it doesn't matter. So they're copying the sugar boxes so we could pass out news everywhere, type thing. What?
Well, keep telling the story, dang it.
Yeah. This is getting good. What happened
Yeah,
next?
got the time limit.
No, you
It's
can't-
4
you
minutes and
just
23
laugh.
seconds left. Oh no,
Okay,
he
okay,
laughed.
anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyways, I forget where I was.
Oh my gosh.
DB was
Then the spider attack.
doing something by himself, crafting up
So
schemes.
DB, every time I opened the chest, the world would crash. Every time I opened the chest, the world would crash. So Maska was like, okay, you can't open the chest. And then he went upstairs to go help DB because DB had a shulker box that couldn't it wouldn't freaking like let him pick it up. Every time I broke it or something, I would crash the load or something like that. Anyway, so when Master went over to pick it up, he went to go break it,
up, I gotta
like the
get
Iron
some.
Golem over on Green Street, in Hillside Avenue. You know what I'm talking about? Or 420 Lane, whatever the fuck that is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not important. Just
Whatever
finish
it
the
is.
story. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not important. Anyways, over at Dead's house, the freaking Iron Golem, if you hit it, it crashes the game. Well, freaking Masco went and hit it, and he picked up the shulker box or some shit. The point is that Masco got book banned. Basically, his inventory got overloaded.
You front loaded that
the
story
data.
and then just fell off at the end.
So the whole shulker box exploded with all these books.
It's too much. The data file's too big in my inventory now.
And it-
And
so
my
every time
character
it
can't
loads in,
spawn in the
it
world, but
instantly
my
kicks
character's
up.
the host. So it
And
kinda
it's
fucked
your
up.
it's your game.
Yeah. So
Well,
there-
why don't you just save the file and send it to somebody else? Can you do
Because
that?
another
Because
profile
it-
can't open it.
Oh,
Because you can't share like
If you
trophies and
put it on
stuff
the thumb
anymore.
drive and
PS3
open
you
it
used
on
to could do that, yeah.
PS4 file, it won't show it. It's
Well, do you
encrypted
not
by the
save it
player.
in increments?
I used to, but I didn't because it was like I was still getting used to playing back Minecraft
We've
again.
only been playing for 3 months at that point, but it was like
No, it was like 3 weeks. It wasn't 3
worth of
months.
productivity.
Yeah. It was like 3 weeks, but I just kept it on all night. It was 3 months.
3 months.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think the interior, the freaking airport's not done. The interior for the freaking town, Capitol building's not gonna be done. That shit was just finished space.
Nah.
All this shit that Ace has just done is gone. That's why I'm like holding off. Everyone else and shit, everything that was
I was
done.
gonna wait until like November to just pull it back on, so everybody just really got it out their system and forgot about it. It's the wound is still fresh for me because I'm so mad that I didn't even know Bookban existed. I just thought I was picking up a
Yo,
shulker
so
box.
my whole newspaper business.
Yeah.
Everything-
See, now
everything
we're
else
reopening the
to,
wound.
like-
It's a fresh wound for Lawrence because he didn't know. I thought you knew about it. He was too busy playing those retro games. You know what I want to play?
What?
Just like as a subtopic within this topic?
What?
SmackDown versus Raw. No, what's it called? SmackDown 2 Know Your Role.
Know your role. I got that. I just
What
downloaded
the?
that.
Yo, you don't, dude.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I want to
On
play that.
PlayStation 1.
I need to get a capture card because I'm gonna record me and Lawrence playing that game because I grew up playing that as a kid and that was awesome.
Know your role. Yo, I got like
Know Your
so
Role was
far
the
on
best.
Crash Bandicoot Warped, and don't you know how you can do a save state?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can save anywhere, yeah.
No, I didn't even do that because it saves automatically.
Yeah.
But I hit save state on Crash Bandicoot Warp just to test it one time, and then I hopped back on, and I forget you were down there. I forget what I did, but I hit load state by accident. Oh yeah, I hit load state instead of load game by accident, and I'm
you
like,
pick it
oh
right
crap!
there, yeah.
And then I backed out of the game real fast because it's like if you hit 2 buttons, you back out of
Why?
the game.
It would
Huh?
have saved over to SmackDown or something?
No, it saved over Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, so you can only have one save state, not per game,
You
but
can
for the whole
have
console.
plenty of save states, but you can only have one save game. So like if the game
Oh,
is
okay,
going,
gotcha.
it goes in a linear thing.
Gotcha.
So I had a save state saved and I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hit load state instead of load game, and I'm like, oh crap, that was a mistake.
You
and
gotta
I
send me
backed
the
out real
link to the
fast by
one that's
accident.
already done, because like I said on Amazon, I see the ones that aren't already done, and it's just all the parts separated, and you just put it together.
Yeah, nah, I bought one that was already done.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get one that's just already done. So did you? What other consoles you got on there? Just PS1? And we got 30 seconds
PS1.
left, by the way.
Anything before PS1,
Okay.
I have the
You got
whole
Game Boy and
library.
stuff? Or
Yep.
did you not?
Yep,
yeah.
I do. Anything
cancel.
before PS1, I have the whole library.
So this was probably like the best episode because it was unscripted and we just rambled off. And it's always good to have like more than one person here.
Yeah.
I feel like we just kind of steamrolled over Ace and Silver, but they were also concentrating. But
Yeah,
thanks
Ace and Silver are just here to play the game. They just, you know,
yeah,
special guests.
special guests aren't required to speak. Even though Ace is actually the host of the show, Ace didn't speak at all.
Masca, tell your viewers, you gotta tell your viewers about your freaking Discord.
Okay, great. So I have an announcement to make, guys. If you want to talk directly to me, suggest topics, just hang out, set up play sessions, not with me
Or
because I'm way too
liaison.
cool. You can get on, you can get on Discord / I don't know.
You go to Amazon.
No, I said a liaison.
The link, alright,
The link will be in the description for the Discord. So we have a Discord now, an official Discord where you can chat with
It'll
us.
also be on your page in the description, but also it's not open until June 1st.
And it won't open until June 1st.
So
Why not?
after June 1st.
After
Yeah, because
Like, I
by the
can't
time he
tell you
edits
now.
this video, it'll be June 1st.
It'll be
Time
way
I
after
edit it,
June
yeah, it'll
1st.
be like
bro.
August or
It'll be June
something.
1st next year.
I think he said he edits some of them.
But
What?
You know what I've been practicing? I've been trying to
Oh,
work
yeah,
on like
yeah,
my
yeah.
multitasking. So like every time I use the bathroom to go number 2, I try to put out one of those news stories real fast. Cause it's like a quicker video that I can put up. Cause the
Yeah.
podcast takes so long
You
to edit.
record those? You record those in the bathroom?
Oh, this will get edited out the podcast, so nobody will hear this
I was
part.
wondering
Only
how-
you
I
guys
was-
get to hear
oh,
You
that.
always try to edit out the good parts.
Always try to edit out the good parts.
What was it, like 3 or 4 weeks ago? I had the controller so I wouldn't exit out.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
he's
was
just doing dumb stuff.
Yes.
All right, so anyway, folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Same black time, same black channel. We out. I kept y'all here for an hour. See that? You wasted an hour of your life. She was sitting here bored.
She always sitting there bored.
Okay.
That's what she do all the time.
Baby Adam was
What
chilling.
you think
He's
she'd
a
be
little.
doing if she was home?
I don't know actually. Watching TV. Oh, is that?
Watching TV.
Anyways.
It's about.
Let me
I
go let
love how your
Shadow.
guys' attitude just go from like you know, awesome freaking
To just like normal.
coworkers at a freaking radio show, but then second the cut, it's you guys just fucking start bickering like a married couple.
It's like this is the behind the scenes. They're still recording, so if there were credits, like long credits, this would be the long after credits. Shadow, leave him alone. Shadow, he's like a black dragon. Here, let me get the controller. I'm gonna end this podcast and join the hunting party that I've been missing out on.
Oh, stop.
Shadow, Cage. This you can get in this one. This is fine. Come on. Leave people alone.